education research. A new page research is a new way of learning by using songs, plays, poems, and games. Pupils sing academic songs and poems while they are learning with joyful. There is no any person, company, or institution which support about my research. This research has been conducted by Neil Wilfred Ngui, retired teacher, since 1989. The concept established and adapted the methodology in 1989 while I was mathematics teacher of standard 4 pupils at Kwamkono Primary School in Handeni District, Tanga region in Tanzania. After application of ordinary procedures had proved failure to my former class in linear measurements topic, which the class did not cope, the only 3 pupils over 89 pupils managed to grasp in 3 repeated programs. I remembered my history teacher at Monduli Teachers College, Arusha, Miss Mbunda, said that if only 20 or 30% of pupils have understood your lesson, it means the teacher has failed, not pupils. I composed a song in linear measurement and letting the pupils to sing it after the introduction of the concept by the song, which called Chaurembo number 1. I gave them a quiz. I found 98% of the class got the quiz right. From that time, I have been proceeding composing many songs, poems, and games. I have got many achievements through this method, especially. First, I have many teaching songs. Up to this time, I have more than 88 academic songs, 5 academic poems, and 5 academic games. Second, also pupils had so far managed well in their studies and led them in good performance. It means they had good foundation. Third, this way helped the pupils to understand easy and quickly. Also, it can convince children to love learning, also to understand subjects well. New page education research is the way to help children to learn anywhere inside and outside the classroom. The disabled children, such as blind, can benefit from program through listening songs, poems, and games. This method will improve education standard by 35% if the government will release to the whole country. This program can reduce the classroom's problems because the class can shift outside and inside. This program can solve the problem of pupils who live in far away from schools. You can pick few teachers to go to teach in outreach education. I had been finding the sponsors inside and outside the country, but in vain. In 2003, I met Commissioner of Education, Mr. Ricky Mpama, in Dar es Salaam, but his former fellows were not willing and the mission failed. Mr. Mpama retired. Youth Concerned Trust exhibition made in 2003 with Director Joel Rugarabamu at Diamond Jubilee Hall. I met Mr. John Waluye of Daily News, wrote my story with heading Passy Musically, but in vain. In 1988, I met Mrs. Priska Mugembe of UNESCO for the aid of Mr. Mwiga, Assistant Director of Special Needs, Ministry of Education, Dar es Salaam, but in vain. In 1994, Mfanyakazi newspaper, the story written by Mr. Rajab Salum. In 1988, CEN television, Upanga, they showed my many writings, but in vain. 2010, TBC television and radio through Mr. Mkufya and RIP Marine Hassan Marine, and also I wrote many writings but in vain. Thank you very much for listening me. This is the short story about New Page Education Research. Jina langu naitwa mwalimu mstaafu ni Wilfred Kikukwa Mgui. Nilistaafu mwaka 2018 nikiwa wilaya ya Handeni. Kwa sasa nipo naishi kijiji cha Kabuku ambacho kiko wilaya ya Handeni, mkoa wa Tanga. Wazazi wangu Wilfred Mgui na Esther Mgui wote walikuwa ni walimu. Kwa hiyo mimi ni zao la walimu wawili. New Page ni nini? New Page Education Research ni nini? New Page Education Research ni njia rahisi ya kujifunza ambayo nimeibuni kwa ajili ya kusaidia watoto, ingawa bado nina changamoto kubwa za kupata mafanikio katika njia hii. Watoto maskini huweza kujifunza kwa urahisi kwa sababu njia hii haihitaji uwe na kompyuta au uwe na vitu vya thamani sana. Mtoto anaweza kujifunza mahali popote kwa sababu wanatumia nyimbo, michezo na mashairi. Kama unavyojua watoto wanapenda sana nyimbo na michezo. Kwa hiyo ina maana kwamba katika hizi nyimbo ambazo nimebuni, ambazo mpaka sasa hivi ni zaidi ya nyimbo 88, watoto wanaimba mada mbalimbali za masomo, kwenye Kiingereza, kwenye hesabu, kwenye geography na science. Haya ndio masomo ambayo kidogo nimeingilia sana, hasa hesabu na Kiingereza. Ina maana kwamba hesabu na Kiingereza ndio masomo ambayo yana nyimbo nyingi na mashairi ya kutosha kwa ajili ya kujifunza watoto. Kwa hiyo watoto katika njia hii basi wanajifunza kwa urahisi sana wanapokuwa wanaimba zile nyimbo. Mfano nyimbo za hesabu wanaimba kanuni. Wanaimba kanuni za maeneo, wanaimba kanuni kwenye mizingo, wanaimba kanuni kwenye mwendo na kadhalika. Na pia watoto jifunza pia kwenye Kiingereza wanaimba tense, mfano yale maneno muhimu ya tense, maneno muhimu kwenye active and passive, maneno muhimu kwenye direct speech na indirect speech. Kwa hiyo wanatumia nyimbo. Njia hii ni njia ambayo inawarahisishia watoto kujifunza kwa urahisi sana. Wazo hili lilitokea wapi? Wazo hili lilitokea mwaka 1989 nikiwa ninafundisha darasa la 4 shule ya msingi kwa Mkono. Nilifundisha somo la hisabati darasa la 4, ikiwa ni mada ya vipimo vya urefu, linear measurements. Baada ya kufundisha ile mada watoto nakumbuka ilikuwa mwaka 1989 na watoto walikuwa 89 darasani, walikuwa wamejazwa kwenye darasa moja. Kwa hiyo maana nimefundisha mara ya kwanza wakapatikana tu watoto 3 ambao ndio walielewa ile somo. Baadaye ikabidi tena nirudie kwa mara ya pili, wakawa tena ni wale 3. Nikabidi nimuombe mwalimu mwenzangu aitwa mwalimu Recho Mbwambo, nikamuomba anisaidie kuingia, labda mimi hawanielewi. Kwa hiyo baada ya yeye kufundisha katumia nguvu zake zote, alipatikana tu mtoto mmoja ambaye aliongezeka katika wale watoto 3. Na wale watoto mpaka leo ninawakumbuka ni Haji Chambo, Abdalla Muhammad wa kwanza, Neema Hariri pamoja na Nirudini Abasi. Katika watoto ambao ndio walielewa hivyo vipimo. Ile jambo liliniumiza sana. Kwa hiyo ikabidi sasa nikae nifikiri jinsi gani ya kuwasaidia watoto. Nikaamua kutunga wimbo. Kwa sababu nilikuwa mwalimu wa kwaya, nikaamua kutunga wimbo wa vipimo vya urefu.
This is linear measurement song, vipimo vya urefu. Welcome.
Wimbo huu wa
kabisa katika nyimbo zangu ambazo ninazitumia kufundishia watoto. Katika huo wimbo basi tumetengeneza wimbo, tukatengeneza na jedwali. Baada ya kutengeneza jedwali, basi watoto waliimba. Siku ile nilimwambia walimu kwamba waniachie kutoka asubuhi mpaka saa 4 darasa la 4, na walikubali wakaniachia. Kwa hiyo ina maana kwamba wale watu waliimba ule wimbo, baadaye nikawatengenezea jedwali lao. Tukaanza kipimo kikubwa kwenda kidogo, kidogo kwenda kikubwa. Tukiwa na vitu muhimu kwamba maswali ya msingi ni yapi. Maswali ya msingi kwamba kipimo kikubwa kinauliza kidogo wakati wote. Basi walipojifunza katika mtindo huu, nilishangaa sana baada ya kuona watoto wengi wamefaulu. Asilimia karibu 96 walifaulu hesabu za vipimo. Baada ya kutoka hapo sasa ndio nikaendelea. Nakumbuka wimbo wa pili ulikuwa ni kutafuta maeneo. Tatu nakumbuka ulikuwa ni wimbo wa tenzi. Kwa hiyo baada hapo niliendelea na nyimbo zingine za masomo. Kwa hiyo ina maana hazipungui mada, karibu mada 40 na kitu ambazo zipo kwenye nyimbo ambazo tayari watoto wanaziimba. Kwa hiyo nategemea kwamba njia hii itasaidia sana kuwajenga watoto kitaaluma, hasa watoto wale ambao watapenda kujifunza kwa kutumia njia hii. Watoto wale watundu wanaopenda kuimba, watoto wengi sasa hivi wameshachoka na mada zile za mhadhara. Kwa hiyo wanapenda sana vitu vya ubunifu zaidi, ndio unatakiwa ili kuwafanya watoto waweze kujifunza kwa urahisi. Na inategemea kwamba ukisha rekodi zile nyimbo, ukishaweka kwenye CD watoto wataimba, ukirekodi kwenye video wataona, wataimba. Lakini kwa kifupi ni kwamba hii njia itasaidia watoto wa aina zote, wale wenye kompyuta na wale ambao hawana, wale wa vijijini na wa mahali popote wataweza kusaidia kupata mjini. Kwa hiyo kwa wakati huu sasa hivi watoto naendelea na vikundi vya watoto kwa sababu nimestaafu. Kuna wazazi wamenipa watoto wao wa tuition, ndio hao ambao naendelea nao. Hata katika vitu nilivyo rekodi hivi mtakavyoviona, vingi ni watoto wa tuition, sio wale watoto ambao nilikuwa nao darasani ambao ndio wanaojifunza. Kwa hiyo watoto wanajifunza kirahisi, hata hadithi za Kiingereza wanajifunza, mambo ya debate wanajifunza kwa urahisi baada ya kupitia njia hii, kwa sababu vitu vingi wanakuwa wanavikariri kwa urahisi. Basi kwa kumalizia tu, nimependa kusema kwa sababu vitu vingi mtaviona kiuhalisia kwenye maelezo ambayo nitakuwa nimeyatoa ya maandishi, nitamalizia na mtaweza kuona jinsi watoto wanavyojifunza vizuri kwa urahisi masomo ya Kiingereza, hasa kwenye mada mbalimbali ambazo zipo, ambazo watoto wanasoma kila siku na zinawasumbua. Watoto wengi hawapendi hesabu, lakini kwa kutumia njia hii watoto watakuwa wanapenda hesabu, kwa sababu table watakuwa wanaimba, maeneo watakuwa wanaimba, vile vitu vingi watakuwa wanaimba. Kwa hiyo kwa maana hiyo kwamba naomba ikiwezekana niweze kupata uwezekano waweza kupata kumaliza maono yangu haya ya kuwasaidia watoto.
gentlemen and ladies.
Hello.
Call me Saida Miss. Here you have that page from New Page Tuition. You are welcome. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Call me Master Stanley. Today we have the debate. Our theme is it important to educate the girl? I ask you boys, is it important to educate the girl?
No. There is no important to educate the girl. Never.
Do you have reasons?
Yes, we have many reasons.
And I ask you girls, is it important to educate the girl?
Yes.
Do you have reasons?
Yes, we have many reasons.
Okay, let us start with boys. Welcome.
Okay, we'll start.
There is no important to educate the girl because if she will get education and she will have employed, everything will be under her husband. I don't like to lose my money for the person who will go to her husband. It is foolish to educate the girl, so that it is not important to educate the girl.
It is better to educate the girl because we know that all human beings are equal. So it is their right to get education. So that it is important to educate the girl. Yes.
There is no reason to educate the girl because our special duties is stay home all the time, to clean house, to wash clothes, to cook for my children. I don't like to see any woman to be paid anywhere. So that it is not important to educate the girl.
If we educate the girl, we will not depend everything from his husband. She will help the family. She will make business or she will employ. So that it is very important to educate the girl. Yes.
From our tradition and belief since many years ago, there is no chance for a woman to be equal to men. What do they want? They need to start home, go to shamba, to cook for us and other family. Our grandfather told us it is too deep to work with women in one office, so that it is not important to educate the girl.
The women will be under control all the time. To the husband, she wants you to employ for what purpose? It means that she wants you to the head of the family. No. It's not important to educate the girl.
Through the women, the family gets support even if the husband has to work or he's sick. So that it is very important to educate the girl.
The woman doesn't realize to get anything if she be made. Why are we educating them? So that it's not important to educate the girl. There are many examples which occur for capable educated women in the family, nation, and international. Example, we have the strongest leaders in politicians like presidents, prime minister, member of parliament. Example, we have the strongest leaders, Honorable Samia Suluhu Hassan. So that we say, yes, it's important to educate the girl. If you don't want to educate the girl, you are foolish. Because to educate the girl is to educate the whole nation. So that together we say, it is important to educate the girl.
There are many examples like the President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Samia Suluhu Hassan, the former President of Liberia, Honorable Helen Jackson Sirleaf, the former Prime Minister of India, Indira Gandhi, the former Angelica of Germany, the former Iron Lady Margaret Thatcher of England, Honorable Speaker Tulia Ackson, etc. So that it is very important to educate the girl. Yes. Push yourself. Yes.
You boys listen. If you educate the girl, it means to educate the whole nation because we take care than a man. So that it is very important to educate the girl.
We have understood that to educate the girl is to educate the whole nation. So that we agree it is important to educate the girl.
Yes. The greatest is long by Saida Miss Hyunda by Alia Shauri Kamote and Jessica Daniel Kunaga and Leila Ahmad Juma and Berta Kobo Zakaria and Sujana Saidi Sultan and my sister Larry William and
Gibson Bigwa and Lucas Movie and
Seth Ramadan Seth and
Nasra Fanshandra and
Yasmin Abdel Gada.
Our dream is it important to educate the girl? Our answer is yes, it is important to educate the girl. Yes. Yes. Good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon.
Call me Mercy Stanley. This is our story from New Page Tuitions. New Page Education Research presents the story from Tanga, and the other is Bigit Barren Anderson. And the first story is The Young Man with the Goats. You are welcome.
Good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon.
My name is Nasra Fanshandra. My story is about the young man with the goat. Kimoga was a very young boy. One day his parents called him. Today I want you to take this goat and sell it. Kimoga took a scissor rope and tied the goat. Kimoga and the goat came across the bridge on the river, holding the rope in his hand. Kimoga tried to make the goat cross the bridge, but the goat refused. Kimoga tried to talk to the goat several times, but the goat stumbled and refused to cross. Kimoga stood on the bridge. Kimoga stood on the bridge, trying to think of several ways of making the stubborn goat cross the bridge. He found none. Tired of trying very hard, he started to feel sorry for him. He found a stone and sat on and started to cry. He spotted a stick. Kimoga called for the stick and said, "Stick, please come and help me." Stick came and asked him, "My little boy, why are you crying?" Kimoga answered him, "I am crying because the goat has refused to cross and I can't cross the bridge with him." The stick refused. Kimoga sat again on the stone and started to cry. And then he not seen fire. He called for the fire to come and help him burn the stick, so that the stick can beat the goat, so that the goat can cross the bridge. The fire refused. Kimoga sat again on the stone and started to cry. And then he saw a water. He picked the water to put off the fire, so that fire could burn the stick, and the stick can beat the goat, and the goat can cross the bridge. And so old Kimoga, the water refused him. Kimoga went back to the store and started to cry. And then he saw a cow. Kimoga asked the cow to drink the water. And the water can put out the fire. And the fire can burn the stick. And the stick can beat the goat. The cow refused it. This time Kimoga was feeling exhausted. He sat again on the stone, looking all over for further help. Suddenly he saw a bee. Kimoga called the bee. "Please, I need your help to steal the cow."
Good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon.
My name is Adia Shauri Kamote. My short story is about it is my duty to choose a fiancé that suits me. Long time ago, there lived a man and his wife. They had 4 children, 3 boys and a girl. The girl was named Jao. She was very beautiful. Everybody loved her, but she did not want to get married. I have chosen you a young man from a rich family, where I can get cows, goats, and many sheep. His daughter refused the contract, saying that she'll make her own choice. She added that she looked for a young man who respects and fears God. She did not agree with their choice. Her father still insisted on his opinions, also forcing her to complete what he said. She told her father to give her time to think it over. The next day was a local dance in the village. The young man, Sodi Geza, whom her father had chosen her for husband, came for dance. He came around. He misbehaved a lot. He came here and told her that Jawa was impressed with the young man. When the dance was over, a handsome young man came before Jawa and told her that he would like to escort back home, if she should not mind.
Good morning, all of you.
Good morning.
My name is Lucas John. My story is about it. It is my duty to choose a fiancé that suits me. Long time ago, there lived a man and his wife. They had 4 children, 3 boys and a girl. The girl was named Jao. She was very beautiful. Everybody loved her, but she did not want to get married. One day his father told her that it was high time for her to get married. I have chosen you a young man from rich family, where I can get cows, goats, and manship. His daughter refused completely, saying that she will make her own choice. She added that she will look for a young man who respects and fears God. She did not agree with their choice. Her father still insisted on his opinions, also forcing her to comply to what he said. She told her father to give her time to think over. The next day, there was a local dance in the village. The young man called Geza, whom her father had chosen her for husband, came for dance. He played with everyone who came around. He misbehaved a lot. He came to Jao and started pulling her. Jao pushed him away and left her alone. When the dance was over, the handsome young man came before Jao. He told her that he would like to escort her back home. If she would not mind, they talked a lot on the way back home. Jao was impressed with a young man. The young man told Jao that he was coming far away to come for a dance. He kept on telling that his parents were poor and they did not have many cows, but he loved Jao for his wife. Jao told him that he would like to go home to collect all her possessions, and all together. She went home and collected all her possessions, and they went home. Behind her father was forcing her mother to convince Jao to get married together. His opinions was objected by his wife, saying that even herself, no God made choice on her, and why she refused to get married to him. Jao got a courteous welcome from her boyfriend's parents. Family friends came to greet them. They brought them a lot of gifts such as cows, goats, etc. Because they brought them a beautiful girl, the young man took more than 50 cows, goats, and manship to Jao's parents. They became very happy to have such as which Geza wouldn't be able to give them. From that day, Jao's father advised his friends not to make choice of wife, husbands to be for their children, to choose a good fiancés, but not to choose for them whom they should marry. Thanks.
Good afternoon, all of you. Good afternoon. Call me Mrs. Stanley. I'm here in front of the class to tell us about my story. My story is, it is my duty to choose a fiancé that suits me. Long time ago, there lived a man and his wife. They had 4 children, 3 boys and a girl. The girl was named Jao. She was very beautiful. Everybody loved her, but she did not want to get married. One day, his father told her, it was the high time for her to get married. I have chosen a young man from the rich family, where I can get cows, goats, and many sheep. His daughter refused to completely say that. she'll make her own choice. She added that she'll look for a young man who respects and fears God. She did not agree with their choice. His father still insisted on his opinions, also forcing her to complete what he said. The next day, there was a local dance in the village. The young man called the girl whom her father had chosen for her husband to come for the dance. He played with everyone who came around. He misbehaved a lot. He came to Jia and started pulling her. Jia pushed him away and left her alone. When the dance was over, the handsome young man came before Jia and told her that he would like to escort her way back home, if she would not mind. They talked a lot on the way back home. Jia was impressed with a young man. The young man told Jia he was coming from far away to come for the dance. He keeps on telling her. His parents were poor. They do not have many cows, but he loved Jia to his wife. Jia told him that she will go home and collect her own possessions so that they can all together. Jia went home and collected all possessions, and they went home. Behind, her father was forcing her mother to convince Jia to get married together. His opinions objected by his wife, saying that even herself, nobody made choice on her. That is why she refused to get married to him. Jia got a quarters from her boy's friend's parents. Family friend came on a great game and brought a lot of gifts such as cows, goats, etc. because he brought them a beautiful girl. The young man took more than 50 cows, goats, and sheep to Jia's parents. They became proud and happy to have such as a present of which they were not able to give them. From that day, Jia's father advised his friends not to make choices for husbands and wives to be their children. Lesson: it is good for parents to advise their children to choose a good fiancé, but not to choose for them who should be married. Thanks.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Call me Ujaina Saidi. Today we start from Tanga. My short story about the young man with the goats. Kimwaka was a very young boy. One day his parents called him. Today I want to take these goats and sell it. Kimwaka took as a rope and tied the goats. Kimwaka and the goats came across a bridge on the river, holding the rope in his hand. Kimwaka tried to make the goats cross the bridge, but the goats refused him. Kimwaka tried to talk to the goats several times, but the goats stumbled, refused to cross. Kimwaka stood on the bridge, trying to think of several ways of making the stubborn goats cross the bridge. He found none. Trying very hard. Kimwaka started to feel sorry for him. He found a stone and sat on that started crying. He spotted a stick. Kimwaka called for the stick, said, "Stick, come and help me. Stick, come asking for him. My little boy, why are you crying?" Kimwaka asked him, "I am crying because the goat has refused but cross the bridge. And I can't cross the bridge with him." The stick refused him. Kimwaka sat again on the stone and started crying. He knows to fire. Kimwaka called for the fire to come and help me. Burn the stick so that the stick can beat the goats, so that the goats can cross a bridge. Fire refused him. Kimwaka sat again on the stone and started crying. He saw a cow. Kimwaka called the cow to drink the water, and the water can put on the fire, and the fire can burn the stick, and the stick can beat the goats. And so did Kimwaka. The water refused him. Kimwaka went back to the stone and started crying. He saw a cow. Kimwaka called for the cow to drink the water, and the water can put out the fire, and the fire can beat the goats, and the goats can cross a bridge. The cow refused him. This time, Kimwaka, feeling exhausted, he sat again on the stone, looking all over help. Suddenly, he saw a bee. Kimwaka called for the bee. Please come and help me. I need to cow. So the cow can drink the water, and the water can put on the fire, and the fire can burn the stick, and the stick can beat the goats. The bee around for a meet around Zuzumo to give her goats mouse. When the cow left to sting on the mouse, the cow ran to drink the water, and the water can put on the fire, and the fire can burn the stick, and the stick can beat the goats, and the goats come cross a bridge. And Kimwaga crossed the bridge. At last he headed for the market. When he saw the goats, lesson. Let us help a special when he are in need. Thanks.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Daniel Bariki. My short story is about Sayaman in the goat. Tomorrow the praying boy, one day his parents called him. Today ran to take this goat and sell it. Tomorrow took a scissor and tied the goat Tomorrow in the goat. Come crossed a bridge on the river, holding the rope in his hand. Tomorrow tried to make the goat cross the bridge, but the goat refused. Tomorrow tried to stop the goat several times, but the goat stumbled, refused to cross. Tomorrow stood on the bridge, tried to think of silver. While making stumble, goat crossed the bridge and found him. Try of silver hard, he started to feel sorry for him. He found a stone and he started to cry. He spotted a stick. Mother called the stick. Stick, please come and help me. Stick come and asked him, my little boy, why are you crying? Mother answered him, I am crying because the goat has refused to cross. The bridge I can't cross, the bridge is him, the stick refused. Mother sat again on the stone and he started to cry. He didn't know to fry, he put it for the fire, burn the stick so that the stick can beat the goat, and the goat can cross the bridge. The fire refused. Mother sat again on the stone and he started to cry. He saw a water big in a water to put on the fire. The fire can beat the goat, and the goat can cross the bridge. So Rudy Kumaga, the water refused. Kumaga went hard on the stone and he started to cry. He saw a cow. Kumaga asked the cow to drink the water. The water can put on the fire. The fire can burn the stick can beat the goat, and the goat can cross the bridge. The cow refused. This time Kumaga the free house stayed. He sat again on the stone and he sat again on the stone, looking all over for the father to help him. Suddenly he saw a bee. Kumaga called the bee. Please, I need you to help me to sing on the cow, so that the cow can drink the water. The water can put on the fire. The fire can burn the stick, and the stick can beat the goat. The bee flew around for few minutes, sing zuzuzuma, zuzuzuma, and gave a cow a good sting on the mouth. When they left the cow to drink, so the cow ran to drink the water. The water can put on the fire. The fire can burn the stick, and the stick can beat the goat, and the goat can cross the bridge. Kumaga crossed the bridge at last, and he did. From the market when he saw a goat. Lesson, let us help him when one another when we are needy. Thanks.
Good afternoon, all of you. Good afternoon. For me, I'm here showing about my topic is about brass. Do you know about brass? Brass are used to name action or condition. Details in my kutumia mstari wa tendo au hali. Kind of brass. Assuasive brass, intrusive brass, a linking brass, auxiliary brass, in another way, or helping brass. Brass are used to name action or an action brass tells someone or something that just like in the night. She hoped for seconds. I read yesterday. She cooked about me watch, she stripped very well, the top very slow, etc. As trusting brass, a prompt by a direct position when the action is a brass. That asks the question, what and who, etc. A linking brass, linking sentence or join, the subject or objects. A web started. The web is formed by a, is, are, was, where, being, have, had, etc. Thank you.
Good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon.
My topic is about nouns. Nouns are name or person or person or activities or ideas we call nouns. Nominate majina ya watu au vitu au mahali au vitendo au maana ni nomino. Types of nouns: common nouns, proper nouns, corrective nouns, constructive nouns, abstract nouns, countable nouns, uncountable nouns, and material nouns. Common nouns is a name given in common to every person, all things of the same class or kinds. City, village, man, dancer, playboy, and liquid. Proper nouns is the name of a stamp. Proper nouns is the name of a stamp, all things, particular person. Or example, Taga Samia Suluhu Hassan, New York State, banking man, Barack Obama, Diamond man, and Marine Nyerere. Collective nouns is the name, action is the name, collection or action. Example of collective nouns are family clothes, team head, or my parent. Constructive nouns is the name of things that can be divided interdivided, singular or plural. Example of positive or abstract nouns are room, sun, girl, boy, and bed. Countable nouns is the name of a thing that can be divided into singular or divided or plural. Example of countable nouns are table, book, and chair, etc. Uncountable nouns is the name of uncountable nouns is the name of a thing that can be touched, interdivided or singular or plural. Example of milk, water, etc. Material nouns is the name of a thing and material nouns. Example of material nouns are silver, gold, etc. Thanks.
Good evening, all of you.
Good evening.
Call me Rema Kari. My topic is about adverbs. Adverbs are waiting aids the verb to help us to describe the manner of the verb. Vielezi yanayotumia kuongeza kwenye matendo, kueleza namna matendo yalivyo. Kind of adverbs. Adverbs of a manner, adverbs of praise, adverbs of a time, adverbs of frequency, adverbs of certainty, adverbs of a degree, interrogative adverbs. An adverb used to show when an action is done is known adverbs of a manner. Quickly, happily, elifes wewe, barabara soundile, probably study. Started school rapidly, and eventually the school. Agree, wisely, kindly sorry. An adverb used to show when an action is done is known adverbs of a praise. Near there, here, down, our cats very well, backward with up, again now here. An adverb used to show when an action is done is known adverb of a time. Now since very day. An adverb used to show when an action is done is known adverbs of certainty. Sure, liberty, or sure, you are clever, sure, you will see. An adverb used to show when an action is done is known adverbs of frequency. Once, twice, never wanes. Occasions and signs, seldom, frequent, again, now, here. An adverb used to show when an action is done is known and reverse of a degree. Full enough, very rather, quite so almost. Had you read much in pretty? An adverb used to show when an action is done is known into relative adverbs. One, who, and why, how you may come here, when you come back, where is my uncle? An adverb used to show when an action is done is known relative adverbs. Well, here and why, how you may come here, when you come back. Sense.
Good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon.
Call me Namshauri. My topic is about preposition. What is preposition? Preposition already mentioned before mentioned. Preposition first order. We call preposition. Vihusishi maneno tunaotaja kabla kutaja. Mahali sehemu wa muda tunaita vihusishi. Types of preposition: simple preposition, double preposition, compound preposition, participle preposition, and phrase preposition. Simple preposition, which are not formed by any method in common to a language. By or to down, ceasing from for, till up in, after over, under background, out of through. Double preposition, which contains words an and s, double preposition. Instead of, in spite of, from, behind, nearest to, opposite to, according to, from, among, from, under, inclusive of, exclusive of. Compound preposition, formed by phrases an and s, compound preposition. Across the above, beside, around, despite, until, arrow, side, opposite. Present participles, which contains words an and s, participle preposition. Regarding, bearing, considering, respecting. During, according to, following, bearing. Phrase preposition, groups of words which are used as preposition. A way of, by way of, in comparison to, in body of, in response of, in favor of, tense.
About a pronoun. What is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word that uses now a honor phrase. We call a pronoun. Kiwakilishi ndio neno linatumika badala jina au majina ndio neno tunaita kiwakilishi. Types of a pronoun. Personal pronoun, relative pronoun, possessive pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, possessive pronoun, interrogative pronoun, definitive pronoun. Personal pronoun can be it, them. Possessive pronouns are used in object position in the action of verbs. Myself, yourself, this-self, itself. Possessive pronoun indicates ownership. I mean what it is ours. Demonstrative pronoun indicates that and is referred from as used. That it is yours. Relative pronouns are used to link a modifier out as a noun phrase. Who, what, is. Interrogative pronouns are used to link. Interrogative pronoun is used to ask a question about the noun phrase. What, which, who. Accept, sense. Question.
Good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon.
Call me Saidamis. My topic is about interjection. Interjection are when we put into sentence to express feeling like suspension, surprise, excitement or pressure. Vihisishi maneno tunaweka kwenye sentensi kuonesha kama vile maumivu, mshtuko, mshangao, msisimko au raha. Example of interjection. Hey, stop, thanks.
Good evening, all of you. Good evening. My topic is about tenses. There are three main tenses: present tense, future tense, and past tense. We start with present tense. There are four types of present tense: simple present tense, present perfect tense, present continuous tense, and present perfect continuous tense. Simple present tense, the s or es to the third person singular, he, she, and it. For the rest, present pronouns do not change the verb. Present perfect tense, use has and have, change the verb to the perfect form. Present continuous tense, use is, am, are, and ing to the verb. Present perfect continuous tense, use has been and have been, and ing to the verb. Future tense. There are four types in future tense: simple future tense, future perfect tense, future continuous tense, and future perfect continuous tense. Simple future tense, use were and shall, do not change the verb. Future perfect tense, use will have and shall have, change the verb to the perfect form. Future continuous tense, use will be and shall be, and ing to the verb. Been and shall have been, and ing to the verb. Past tense. There are four types in past tense: simple past tense, past perfect tense, past perfect continuous tense. Simple past tense, change the verb to the past form. Past continuous tense, use was and were, and ing to the verb. Past perfect continuous tense, use had been, and ing to the verb. Past perfect tense, use had been, use had, change the verb to the perfect form. Tense.
Good evening, all. Good evening. My topic is about active and passive voice. Simple present tense, we say active and passive voice. We use is, am, and are, change the verb to perfect form. Present continuous, we say active and passive voice. We use is been, and are been, we change the verb to perfect form. Present perfect tense, active and passive voice. We use has been and have been, change the verb to perfect form. Simple past tense, we say active and passive voice. We use was and were, we change the verb to perfect form. Present continuous tense, we say active to passive voice. We use was being and were being, we change the verb to perfect form. Present, we use had been, change the verb to perfect form. Simple future tense, we say active to passive voice. We use will be and shall be, change the verb to perfect form. Thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Call me Amy Barik. My topic is about adjective. Do you know about adjective? What is adjective? Adjective are already listening up. Adjective are already to describe now. They give us about the noun. Information money is not to have fun. In a model beginning of smaller sentence pairs. Kinds of adjective: adjective of a quantity, adjective of a quality, adjective of a number, denotative adjective, distributive adjective, interrogative adjective, passive adjective, exclamatory adjective, and improper adjective. Adjective of a quantity is to talk about the quantity, all things, or all things adjective. Some need to match enough and narrow friend. Adjective of a quality used to talk about a quality or a person or things. Regional fundamental primary elements. Adjective of a number used to talk about the number or things or a person. Adjective of a number. Regional fundamental primary elements. A distributive adjective used to point out which person we speak. This, those, that, there. This positive adjective. Demonstrative adjective used to rank a person or separate term, only either the both, among each. Interrogative adjective used to question is Is the question adjective? Which, who, what? Possessive adjective used possessive ownership. Mine, yours, it is ours. Exclamatory adjective used to emphasizing adjective used to emphasize or nouns. Adjective. Any proper adjective derived from a proper name. Tanzania, Americano, Chinese, separate sense.
Good evening, all of you. Good evening. Call me Harima Shaban. My topic is about question tag. What is question tags? Question tags is to ask a question in short form. In a simple present tense, use does and do. Does she, do they. Doesn't he, don't we. Present perfect, use has and have. Has she, have they. Hasn't he, haven't we. Present continuous, use is and are. Is she, are they. Isn't he, aren't we. Simple future tense, use will and shall. Will she, shall they.
Good evening, all of you. Good evening. My topic is about preposition. What is a preposition? Preposition are like mentioned before mentioning a person, place or time become preposition. Vivumishi ni maneno tunaotaja kabla ya kutaja mahali, sehemu au muda tunaita vivumishi. Name types of preposition. Simple preposition, double preposition, compound preposition, participle preposition, and different preposition. Simple preposition which are not invoked by any method and common to a language. By up to down, 6 from 4, till up to in, after, over. And about around, past of school, until apart, none of which only into near. Double preposition which contains less and only S, double preposition. Instead of, in spite of, from, among, from, under, inclusive of, exclusive of. Compound preposition. Compound preposition. From by phrasing, and only S, compound preposition. Across, above, beside, around, beside, until, alongside, opposite, between, along, among, abroad, side is through, within side, within against. Present participle, which contains ways, and only S, participle preposition. Regarding, bearing, considering, respecting, during, according to, following, pending. Phrase preposition, groups of ways which are used as phrase preposition. Across, above, away, of, by means of, in comparison to, in order to, in consequence of, in favor of, in place of, etc. Same question.
Preposition already mentioned before mentioned. Preposition press all time before preposition. Vihusishi maneno tunayotaja kabla ya kutaja mahali, sehemu au muda tunaita preposition.
Thank you. What's the double preposition?
Double preposition which contain two words are known as double preposition.
Take example of double preposition.
Example of double preposition are instead of, in spite of, from, behind, near to, opposite to, according to, from, among, from, under, inclusive of, exclusive of.
Thank you. Example of phrase preposition.
Away of,
passage. Take. Take.
Good afternoon, all of you. Good afternoon. Call me Hadija Shaul Kamote, the father of the nation. Julius Nyerere was born in 1922 in a small village called Butiama, in northwest of Tanganyika. He was the son of a chief and he grew up just. Like any other boy of his age, he went to Tabora Secondary School where he went very high, and he was able to join Makerere College in Uganda. Upon finishing his study, he became a teacher and ended the title Mwalimu. He later got a degree in 1952 from Edinburgh University, Scotland. Mwalimu helped to start the what's known as Tanganyika African National Union in 1954. Mwalimu he became its president. Tanganyika became independent from Britain in 1961. Mwalimu was elected its first prime minister in 1962. Tanganyika became a republic and Mwalimu Julius Nyerere its first president. In 1964, Tanganyika and Zanzibar joined to form the United Republic of Tanganyika. Nyerere once again became its first president. Mwalimu was elected its first prime minister in 1962. Mwalimu was elected its first prime minister in 1962.
Julius Nyerere was born in 1922 in a small village called Butiama, in northwest of Tanganyika. He was the son of a chief and he grew up just. Like any other boy of his age, he went to Tabora Secondary School where he worked very hard and was able to join Makerere College in Uganda. Upon finishing his studies, he became a teacher and he ended the title Mwalimu. He later got a degree in 1952 from Edinburgh University, Scotland. Mwalimu helped to start the party known as Tanganyika African Nation Union in 1954. Mwalimu became its president. Tanganyika became independent from Britain in 1961. Mwalimu was elected its first prime minister in 1962. Tanganyika became a republic and Mwalimu Julius Nyerere its first president. In 1964, Tanganyika and Zanzibar complemented the Republic of Tanzania. Nyerere was again became its first president. Mwalimu Nyerere was the president of the United Republic of Tanzania from 1964 to 1985. During that time, he encouraged all the citizens to work and in order to be successful. Mwalimu stepped down as the president to give other people a chance to lead the country. He earned himself a lot of respect from many people both in and outside East Africa. Mwalimu died on 14th October 1999. He was mourned by Africans the rest of the world. Mwalimu will forever be remembered. He is a good leader and a true son for Africa for what he did. Thank you very much for hearing about the story of the birth of the nation. Wish all the best.
Good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon.
My name is Nelson Shandora. I am Standard 7 River. I speak the speech to the school. Dear parents, teachers, and pupils, on behalf of Standard 7 pupils, I would like to thank you very much for coming. I would also like to thank all the teachers and pupils for the work in preparation for this day. We have been studying at this school for 7 years and we have all been happy. We have enjoyed our studies here and all the teachers have been very kind to us. They have taught us very well and we learned a lot from them. We have taken part in many activities. For example, we have learned how to grow and better crops and how to take care of chickens and animals. Pupils in our classes have been very friendly and cooperative to us. We have enjoyed our cooperation very much. We will do our best to use our knowledge we have gained to develop our village. All of us will try to expand our education by reading more books and newspapers. We will always remember you wherever we are going to be. Thank you very much. Goodbye. We will always remember you. teachers, our head teacher, Madam Veronica Koda. We want to extend our heart thanks for our good leadership and our best staff. At Kabukum Primary School, we are all kindness to us all the time. May the Almighty God be upon you for everything. Speak up. And about our fellow students in lower classes, we want to say no either time, to say goodbye, have nothing to do. My comrades for the time is over. As you know that everything in this world, all things planet, the earth is proper time. We have the time to meet here and now is the time to depart goodbye, my friends. Mountain always cannot meet anytime, but the human being can meet anytime. We want to advise you to be kind to our teachers and to study very hard in order to be successful in your life. We will always remember you wherever we are going to be. Thank you very much. Goodbye to all.
We can learn different topics by using song, poem, and another time. We use rap music. Let us see like this. Topic, nouns. La 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 la. 4.
Nouns we have common nouns, proper nouns, collective nouns, complete nouns, abstract nouns, countable nouns, uncountable nouns, and immaterial nouns. Common nouns is a name given in common to every person or thing, always some class or kind, girl, woman, time, period.
Thank you. It is continuing.
Good afternoon, all.
Good afternoon.
Call me Harva Shaban. My topic is about adjective. La 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 la. 4.
Adjective always will describe nouns. They give us real facts about the nouns. We have two types of uses. Adjective we use with the nouns. Beautiful and nice books. Tall tree, wise boys.
Stop. It is continuing. Good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon.
Call me Karna Singara. We can let every other piece back. Da la 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 la. Da la 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 la. Da la 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 la. Da la 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 la. 4.
Simple present tense. N-E-S or E-S. To the taking person singular. He, she, any, it. For the recitation of pronouns.
Method
Carey. My topic is about nouns. Nouns are names of person or places or things, activity or ideal pronouns. Nomino ni majina ya watu au mahali au vitu au vitendo au mawazo nomino. Types of nouns: common nouns, proper nouns, corrective nouns, concrete nouns, abstract nouns, countable, uncountable, and material nouns. Common nouns in the name given in common to every person or things of a some class or kind. Jail, woman, town, village, point, doctor, teacher, officer. City, village, mine, dancer, prayer, boy, and crab. Proper nouns in the name of a some particular person. Opposite example: Tanga, Samia, Suru, Hasani, New York City. Baki, Moon, Baraka, Obama, Diamond Man, Mwalimu Nyerere. Concrete nouns in the name of concrete or substance. Or you can see example: room, sun, moon, girl, subway, baby. Abstract nouns in the name of quality or state. Like that, love, soul, goodness, freedom, and truth. Temperature, justify, goodness, special, and life. Countable nouns in the name of a thing that can be touched, divided into singular or plural. Example: table, book, chair. Money, student, free window, cupboard, woman, and ruler. Uncountable nouns in the name of a thing that can be touched, divided into singular or plural. Example: milk, water. That's the ink of a steel or a rod. Material nouns in the name of material or substance, out of which. Example: milky wood, rice. Copper, glass, tea, money, copper, steel, or a rod. Sense. Question: what is common nouns? Joanne.
Common nouns in the name given in common to every person or things. For example, common nouns in the name given in common to every person or things of a some class or kind.
Very good. Name types of nouns.
Types of nouns: common nouns, proper nouns, concrete nouns, abstract nouns, countable nouns, uncountable nouns, and material nouns.
Very good. Example of corrective nouns are.
Example of corrective nouns are sim, hard, parliaments, ghetto, soldiers, class people, flower singers, and fruits, etc.
Very good. What is material noun?
Material noun is the name of material substances.
Very good. Example of material nouns are.
Example of material nouns are milky, wood, rice, diamond, Gucci.
Very good. Sense.
Good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon.
Call me Harima Shuban. My topic is about adjective. Adjectives are words we use to describe nouns. They give us three facts about the nouns. Kinds of adjective: adjective of a quantity, adjective of a quality, adjective of a number. Demonstrative adjective, distributive adjective, interrogative adjective, possessive adjective, emphasizing adjective, exclamatory adjective, and proper adjective. Adjective of a quantity used to talk about a quantity, or things, or person. Some words much enough, and a verb will have. Adjective of a quantity. Adjective of a quality used to talk about the quality, or things, or person. Regional word fundamental, primary, elementary. Adjective of a quality. Adjective of a number used to talk about the number, or things, or person. 7 few, many, most, or first 7, 5 much. Adjective. Demonstrative adjective used to point out which pattern with things we speak. This, that, this, those, that girl, this flower, those children. Adjective. Distributive adjective used to refer out which pattern
two things separated. Any either, neither, none, each, weak, or distributive adjective. Interrogative adjective used to question in a sentence is non-interrogative adjective. What, which, who's that, who, weak, or. Interrogative adjective. Possessive adjective used to talk about ownership. Exclamatory adjective is a word word is non-exclamatory adjective. Any proper adjective derived from a proper name. Example: Tanzania American, Indian Parliament, Chinese. Question: what is adjective?
Adjectives are already used to describe noun. They give us three facts about the noun.
Very good. What is a demonstrative adjective?
Demonstrative adjective used to point out to backward or things we speak.
Very good. Example of distributive adjective.
Example of distributive adjective are any, either, both, those yet, we speak, etc.
Very good. Example of proper adjective are
Example proper adjective are Tanzania, America, Parliament, China.
very good. Adjective of equality. What is adjective of equality? Adjective of equality used to talk about equality, all things, all person. Very good. Thanks.
Good afternoon, all.
Good afternoon.
My name is Karim. My topic is about tenses. We have three main tenses: present tense, future tense, and past tense. Types of present tense: simple present tense, present continuous, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous. Types of future tense: simple future tense, future continuous, future perfect tense, and future perfect continuous. Types of past tense: simple past tense, past continuous, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. Simple present tense and S or ES to the same part of singular, he, she, and it. For the rest, the present and pronouns do not change the verb. Present continuous is up and the are and ing to the verb. Present perfect tense use has and we have, change the verb to the perfect form. Present perfect continuous use has been and have been and ing to the verb. Simple future tense use will and you shall. Use will and shall do not change the verb. Future continuous use will be and shall be and ing to the verb. Future perfect tense use will have and shall have, change the verb to the perfect form. Future perfect continuous use will have been and shall have been and ing to the verb. Simple past tense change the verb to the past form. Perfect tense use had, change the verb to the perfect form. Past perfect continuous use had been and ing to the verb. Question. Example sentence in simple present tense.
Example of a sentence in simple present tense. She speaks Chinese.
Very good. Example sentence in present continuous.
She is going to school.
Very good. Example sentence is past perfect continuous.
Rehema has gone to school.
No.
Example of a sentence in past perfect continuous. She had been speaking Kiswahili.
Very good. Example sentence in future continuous.
Example sentence in future continuous. She will be going to school.
Very good.
Good afternoon. Call me John Manasseh. My topic is about verbs. Verbs are word we use to name action or condition. Vitenzi ni maneno tutumia kutaja matendo au hali. Kinds of verbs: an action verb, intransitive verbs, intransitive verbs, auxiliary verbs, or helping verbs. An action verb tells what someone or something does done in the night. She hopes to sleep all yesterday. She cooked some milk. Intransitive verbs is followed by direct object. That is, the words always answer the question, what and whom. My sister bought me, him, sang a song. Intransitive verbs is not by followed by direct object. She slept very well, very slow. She come here soon. A linking verb rings or join of a sentence, often a noun or a pronoun. They are spelled from auxiliary verbs or helping verbs from is, are, was, where, can, could, shall, should. Thanks. Question. Question number 1. What is verb?
Verbs are reduced to name after matendo au hali.
Very good. Kinds of verbs.
Kind of verbs are an action verb, a transitive verb, intransitive verb, a linking verb, auxiliary verb, in another way, helping verb.
Very good. Example of an action verb.
Example of an action verbs are Jane, she, and then yesterday she cooked some milk. I found in the night, etc.
Very good. What is a linking verb?
A linking verb springs of join, often a noun or a pronoun.
Very good. Thanks.
Good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon.
My name is Nasofai Shigara. My topic is about conjunction. Do you know conjunction? What's about conjunction? Conjunction are ways we use to connect words and another two ideas or parts of the sentences. Viunganishi mara inayotumia kuunganisha neno moja na lingine mawazo mawili au sentensi mbili. Kinds of conjunction: correlative conjunction, conjunction and subordinating conjunction. Correlative conjunction, conjunction which are used in pairs are known as correlative conjunction. Kinds of correlative conjunction: neither nor, either or, though yet, both and, whether or, such that, not only but also, such as so, hardware, so that, as we were. Compound conjunction, group of words which are used as conjunction are known as compound conjunction. Example of compound conjunction: in order that, as though, even if, so that, soon as if, as well as much as. Subordinating conjunction, conjunction which are used to join clauses of an equal rank conjunction. Example of subordinating conjunction: after because, although when, till if, while where, before unless, though that, unless that. Coordinating conjunction, group of words. Coordinating conjunction unites of a group of words that have equal grammatical weight in sentences. Example of coordinating conjunction: no less than, both and, still only, nevertheless, whereas, neither nor, either or, whether or, before whereas, though, where, though that, though since. Thanks. Question number 1. What about conjunction?
Conjunction are words used to connect leading to another also areas first of the sentence. Kiunganishi ni maneno tutumia kuunganisha na moja na jingine mawazo mawili au sentence mbili.
Thanks. Question number 2. What is correlative conjunction?
Correlative conjunction, which are used in the prayer, are known as correlative conjunction.
Thanks. Question number 3. Name example of compound conjunction.
Example of compound conjunction in order that, as though, even if, as if, as well as much as, since.
Thanks. Thanks.
Good afternoon, all of you. Good afternoon. Call me Hadiya Shaur Kamote. My topic is about question tags. What is question tags? Question tag is ask a question in short form. In simple present tense, use does and do. Does she? Do they? Doesn't he? Don't he? Present continuous, use is and are. Is she? Are they? Isn't he? Aren't we? Present perfect tense, use has and have. Has she? Have they? Hasn't he? Haven't we? Simple future tense, use will and shall. Will she? Will they? Won't he? Shan't